Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So this is a revival of like my second channel, and I was using a Cantonese version to do like working on this channel for like years ago, but then I can't find anything to actually put in as content during the time that I was focused on the second channel what I want to do. So scrap that. But now I'm trying to reviving this channel since there's a lot of things happen um, with me that my experience. So I think I am trying to put it in my second channel to share with you guys, like especially putting the topics on like Tokusatsu, so like Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Godzilla, Super Sentai, or maybe Power Rangers, maybe, because I don't get a chance to watch too many Power Rangers right now, and we haven't get a new series yet, I think. So um, there's that, and there's a lot of different other hero types in Japan that I sometimes might be interested. For example, like the Garo, and then a lot of local heroes that people may or may not know if you're not in Japanese. And even other places like Korea and China, they do have their own tokusatsu kind of projects, and even some of the Kamen Rider actors, like uh, like Decade, like Inoue-san. He's also like doing his own project, which we already have seen part of it, and then he's going to do more probably. Yeah, so I'm trying to revive this and sharing what I probably can face, like who I can meet, something like that. And this time, my experience that I want to share is actually the um, fan meeting in Hong Kong that is done by Hima Studio uh, with Hagino Takashi. So I think for me, he's known as being Kamen Rider Oja, of course. And then I also watched the other local hero series. It's like Doganger or something like that. So it's like a someone who can transform into like a police type of hero thing, and then he's also acting in there. So that's basically how I know him, and the most, uh, the most like how I know about him is definitely Oja. So when I know that he actually came to Hong Kong, the news that he will be coming to Hong Kong, which it happens like a month ago, 16th of June. Now is around almost like a month later. But I just want to share with you my experience. So when I know he's coming, I definitely get myself prepared first, uh, because with Hima Studio they did the fan meeting, and from the previous one that I know that we can get some official approve the products to actually let the actors sign. So uh, last time I did get this Camera the Night signed, and this time I did prepare myself a Battle Spirits order as well to let him to sign the card. That's definitely something that I prepared. And then because I bought two of the photo taking tickets and also two of the signing tickets, so I was at a stage where I was wondering what I should take for my second sign, right? And then um, I remember that when I was a kid, I did actually bought the Venom visor. So I bought this in, and I think I'm the only one who actually bought this in on the day, and I got him to actually sign on it. Unfortunately, it's getting off a little bit, and that's very hard to control, unfortunately. But I did take a photo of a less blurry version so I can keep it in my heart. So yeah, there it is. And then I took pictures, but before that, let's also talk about the experience. So on the day, we first grab our seats because we all get our seat numbers so we know where we sit, and then we just get there, get seated, and then wait for the event to start. And then he just come in with some kind of introduction music. We mainly just the real key one because I think it's easier for all of us who join the events to actually like all gets the kind of like the echo or like how the feeling of that. Okay, the older guy is coming, something like that. So he comes in, he make the pose, and then the fan meeting actually starts. And what I really feel good about him is that like during only the early few minutes that he was like chatting with the MC, answering questions, and then he suddenly just starting to look at the audience and ask, it's like, okay, the people at the back, can you actually see me? At that time, I actually feel so happy that the voice actor is actually caring about the fans, because this is something that may not be everyone doing it, but it's a very good move, and it's a very memorable move, at least to me, because when we all see it, it's basically on a flat surface, so all the seats are like flat. So if the stage is not tall enough, then the people at the back will get blocked by people in the front, and the more blocking you have, you don't actually get to see him, right? So especially when he's seated, so he talked to the back, and the back say, yes, we unfortunately can't see. And then instead of sitting and talk to the MC, he stand up and say, okay, let's do it standing, because by standing, and then he asks again, did you see me now? And then everyone say, yes, we can. And then the thing just continue. So this is a very memorable move. And if you are like only saw him as Asakura Takeshi, that as in Oja, then you might think, okay, he might not be a very talkative, maybe not be he might laugh a lot, and I think his laugh is actually also very memorable as well. Quite easy to remember when you heard the voice, you know it's him. But he really like laugh a lot. He talks a lot of interesting things. For example, when we are talking about Sakura Takeshi eating a lot of different things, where in a lot of different online channels or like YouTube, whenever he talk about the Geats movie, he did talk about eating the shell type of seafood, that Asakura Takeshi, as a expression, he also eat the shell. And then like that's one thing which is basically impossible for him. And then he also talked about he's eating like a lizard thing, where they need to use a plastic lizard, probably a toy, and then put some chicken meat inside there. And then because he needs to actually burn the lizard, so he's burning the toy, and because the toy is plastic, and then it starts to melt and like having a bad smell, bad taste, and like affecting the chicken meat and something like that. So there are something that we didn't exactly know, right? So there's a lot of fun things happening. And then he also like get asked about different questions about, usually like, what if you are winning the Rider War in Ryuki as yourself, not as your character, what will you wish? And because he is quite well known as a kind of like a heavy smoker and a heavy alcohol drinker, but it's not in a bad way, but just how he enjoy life. So he's like, okay, I just want to drink. And he would, because he came to Hong Kong, and then he tried to buy cigarettes, and it's so expensive for him, and then he's just like, okay, I just wish cigarettes can be better, cheaper, something like that. So we all laughed, but yeah, it's just quite realistic, I would say. So it's very interesting experience that he is actually so realistic and so real to us, because like whoever imagined you can see a rider acting so easily like in front of you, it's not that easy. And after so many years he finally get to come to Hong Kong, so yeah, that's a very good experience. And then he actually took some rest after uh, the actual events going on, like MC asking questions, and then some interaction with fans, because we all get a this little pack, and then from this little pack right there, if you it's already open, but I haven't opened it again for a long time, and this is like his stage character, which is like a samurai thing. And if at the back it got something written, which unfortunately not for me, then you can actually do some interaction with him. For example, do a handshake pose, do a hug, shake hands, something like that. A lot of different things. So that happened, and then he also do basically a high five to every single one of us, which takes a lot of effort, because you need to actually walk and just do it every single one. And then like from time to time he did say like thank you for coming, thank you, and then just like hey, something like that. So he's not just high five with you, but he also tries to interact with you even within a very short time, which is very very great. And then he needs to take some rest before it actually gets into the signing thing series or part, or and the photo taking part, right? So that part, it takes a bit time to happen, but I think he actually needs some rest. But to me, because I was in the last one where we just all line up in another place, and then just going in, and then we get things signed, and then get the photo taken, and then we leave. But this time I'm not too sure why we have to line up once for signing our stuff, and then lining up again for photo taking, which I guess they try to like get things done in a short time per period, and then let him rest and then do it again. But I think overall it's still better to just mix the two together. There will be more different events that he must do is going to do. For example, they are going to invite Tycoon, which I probably won't be going because I'm not that much of a fan of him, which is not in a bad way, but just I can't go every single one, right? So I need to make my choice. Which for Taniguchi-san, I will be going. I did bought the ticket. I did bought the sign and photo taken ticket as well. So I will be prepared for that as well. But back to him. So we get the lineup going, and I did show you the two stuff that I get signed. And during the meantime, I think there are also some fans that doing the custom stuff, so they like giving them out. And because the kind of waiting time is a little bit longer, so the staff also give us another more stuff as collection. So it's also like the stuff he did at stage. So that's, I think, is a very good service. So I hope they can just keep it up. So to taking photos. Now this is the part where I feel the most excited part, because I have been thinking about what I should kind of not exactly like request, but ask if possible. First thing is definitely the guard fans. So for people who don't know about the guard fan stuff, is that first in Ryuki there's a card called guard fans, And because for the riders, they use the van cards to summon weapons, summon shield with the guard fans, and then summon their contract monster with the advance, and then do the finishing move with the final fans. And there's a lot of different fans, right? But for guard fans, usually it's just calling a shield that your contract monster is basically part of the contract monster body, and then become a shield. But for Oja, he actually at one episode using another rider, which is Kamen Rider Guy, as a shield to block his opponent's attacks. And he just grabs him and then just finish him off, right? So in fans, we all call that thing as a guard fans. It's like, okay, you guard fan and just pick up a rider and it guard for itself. So this has been very famous for a long time, and he also knows this, of course. But he did say the guy actor is not very happy about that. Well, not in a hater way, but just like I it just doesn't feel good, right? Because we want people to remember that you are being a kind of a strong hero instead of just being a shield and just throw away, right? So that's that part. So I definitely want to kind of get that scene to happen. So that is one. And then the two will be just a normal henshin pose, probably, because I bought 2 tickets, so that's what I thought. And when I was worried about that he might not be actually doing that, and then the first guy going up asked that going to take a photo with him with the photo ticket, and then he asked, can we just do a guard fan thing, and then he just do it, right? And then okay, everyone knows you can do it, so a lot of people actually ask for that, and that's definitely memorable. The photo is also here, so you can actually see that, and you can see me actually taking the Venom visor. Is something that I've just blink when I actually at the venue before I go up. I'm like, okay, he grabs me, but everyone is doing like a kind of a dead pose because he just got grabbed, right? And then I was thinking, okay, what I should do, because I'm the only one with the Venom visor, again, as far as I remember. So I took the Venom visor with me as well, get it open, and I just point at it when he grabs me. So what that means is like, okay, he doesn't use a fan card and then he just do it as a guard van. So that's basically the idea. So I was happy to actually get that to happen, because not every single Kamen Rider actors actually allows, or even the organizer allows you to do that, but he has the flexibility to give all of us to do it. So that's definitely great. So it's a very good experience. And not only that, after the event is over, like last time with Night, that I actually did make a post, like very happy to see him today, get my stuff signed, I'm happy, and hopefully I can see him again, something like that, and then just tag the actor in X or Twitter, and then just say in Japanese, thank you very much, and I enjoy the event, and hopefully I can see you in Hong Kong again, something like that, right? And usually that's how it ends. But he actually grabbed my photo, and then on his own X, he made a pose with a few others, and then he just say, "Oh, I was in the Hong Kong event, and then Hong Kong fans do love the guard fans, right?" And then he also like, "Thank you for the flowers and such." And then I saw my photo being used, also with another guy, which he also did YouTube content. It's also a Hong Kong local, but he got his face covered. I didn't, but so my face was basically used in his expose, and so far it's over 30,000 views. So that's a great move. So immediately when I saw the thing, I just reply below saying thank you and please come to Hong Kong again. But yeah, it's very a lot of like memorable points that actually happen that involving him, right? Because I finally get signed from him. I find back my old toy and get it signed. I use that old toy, and then on top, I get to take a photo with guard fan with him. I was a little bit like having the motivation of actually asking if I can be one who grabs him, right? But at that point, I think a handshake pose is definitely something that I want to keep, and then the other one I just leave it as the photo as is. So if he ever come again, then I probably will try to see if he allows me to actually grab him to do the guard fan reverse way, which I think will be funny. Yeah, so that's basically my experience, and we are having more and more these kind of fan meetings in Hong Kong right now. I think the organizer Hima Studio is actually doing some good work. We will see how things goes, because I think they are also testing different venues. With Matsuda-san, which is actually in to me is a better venue, it's a bigger one, where our seats are like going up hills, which more sponsors or people who buy like more higher value tickets will sit in the front row and then just keep going up. But all of us can actually see the MC and actors so easily, even though there is some distance. But this time, because it's a flat seating plan, so the actors will need to actually stand. I think they will be using that venue again for other things, so yeah, hopefully this can be solved. Hopefully. So, so far, I have 3 of the Kamen Rider actors signed my cards. First one is definitely Inoue-san. He came, but it's not a Hima Studio event, so it was a little bit bad because the lining up cost a lot of time, and instead of having seats, we all just stand before the stage, and you just kind of need to go in early to actually go to the early lines of the area, because they don't do any kind of lining, so you just everyone just okay, we go in and then we just keep filling in, so it's a little bit messy. So I hope he will come again with a better experience, because I don't want him to just like feeling not feeling not good about Hong Kong and not come again. I wish things can give him a better experience. And he have been flying to Sydney lately, so yeah, I do think he is willing to fly, but let's see. And then next one is Matsuda-san for Kamen Rider Night, which is to me a very good experience, even though the lining up for photo taking and signing takes a little bit of time, but I think it's okay. I get to meet a person who talks with me a lot, so definitely great. And then the third one is Hagino-san, which to me is the best experience as in actor to me, because he's so friendly and so close. But I think the signing, the photo taking process will need to be improved, and then the seating or the way we actually get to see the actors when you're asking them questions will need to be improved. Uh, they might actually need to stand, they can't take a seat, unfortunately. Uh, but we will see if things will get improved because there's more coming. And in 2 weeks, I will be meeting the actors of Juggler. So I've prepared this appendum already for him to sign. And this is a secret that I actually pulled myself, so very memorable. I do thought of using the Juggler, but I think I only have 3 copies, and I usually use them in my decks if I need to play better series, even though I don't play that often. But yeah, so I rather use something more memorable. So far, these are all secrets, so I'm trying to keep that. And the next one will be X8. I was trying to find the Muteki Gamma, but I think it's a little bit harder to find. So I find the base form level 2 very easy, so I will be probably using that. If I can find the Muteki somehow, then maybe I will use Muteki. And then for upcoming Tanikuji-san, I'm still thinking what I want to use. Unfortunately, there's no Amazon Alpha. So as far as I remember in Battle Spirits, there is no Super Sentai, of course. So these two I have to like delete from my options. Even though if I want to go into Ranger Strike and find a card, I probably can, but I don't think it's too good. I will see. And then for Amazon Alpha, unless I go into like Gambarizing and stuff, but it just doesn't feel right. So I have 2 more options. One is Deca, Ultraman Deca, which is possible. And then the other one is Kamen Rider Flexion, so the Eternal Phoenix, which Eternal Phoenix is the easiest one to find. I think it's just a rare. Even though it's not secrets, then they don't have secrets. But I probably would go for that one. Or Decker, I'm still looking into what I want to use, but it will be done. So I will have at least 6 of them ready by the end of September. Yeah, so there's 6. They also, I did show you, they have Tycoon's actor coming with Gigero's actor also coming, but they are like in a combo, so unless you go to meet Tycoon, you're going to be meeting the other guy as well. So yeah, and then they also invite a Poppy in X8, which the tickets sold out so quickly. Gladly, I am not like a exact fan of Poppy. Not that I hate her again, it's just you have a lot of characters, you don't need to like everyone and need to meet everyone, right? So I can actually skip that one, and since it's like sold out so fast, so I didn't like feel sad when it's gone. I actually feel happy because, well, at least she showed her power, that she got a lot of fans and a lot of people willing to pay money and meet her. That's good, right? So yeah, hopefully we will get more and more and more and more, and I will just keep increasing my collection. And of course, I'm not going to sell any of these, no way. I'm going to keep them and just find a good place to display them, right? So yeah, so I think that's it for me to share about my experience. So next one, when he comes, I will probably be doing another video as well about that. So with the channel, I probably won't be uploading frequently or set a schedule. I will just upload whenever I find some good topics I want to talk about. I might talk about like Ultraman Kaijus, because we do have a new Ultraman arc come already on air. So we do have a few monsters already appearing, the Kaijus, and I do love Kaijus, so I might put my focus on there, like talking about how the Kaiju looks, maybe some info about the Kaiju, and then just how I feel about the Kaijus, right? And it can be a good study for myself to learn about different Kaijus, like how people design them and such, right? So yeah, I think that's it for this video, but I want to put one more thing here, that because this time, not like last time that they actually asked people to throw them questions as a public post, so I didn't get to ask, but I did actually want to ask him a question that he was like, Asakura Takeshi is very like targeting Kamen Rider Soda, because they have something that they need to get sorted out, right? And they never get to define who's the winner. On TV, Soda actually died from disease, so he need to get his assistant to fight Asakura. And then in the movie, Asakura actually died by farm, so that's gone. And then the 13 riders, they're actually working together to fight against Ryuki and Knight. And then even in the later time, they never get to fight. Exactly. So I do want to know about his feeling about Asakura Takeshi couldn't actually get to settle things down with him, what his thoughts are. So I will just throw that right here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. Hopefully this revival won't be just a one video thing. I will try to put my effort in here, but just every video takes some time, so, and I need to find the topics to do it, because I'm not doing full time on here. But hopefully things can keep going, and feel free to let me know your thoughts on these videos, or within Tokusatsu, anything you want to kind of see, then they might inspire me to actually do a video for it. Yeah, I think that's it for me today. It's long enough, so yeah, enjoy your day. I will see you guys in the next video. Signing off.